The biting December wind whipped around the bustling bus station, but for Curtis, a warmth had kindled that had nothing to do with the worn-out heater struggling nearby. He was talking to Laura, a woman whose laughter was like the gentle chime of sleigh bells, and whose eyes held the sparkle of freshly fallen snow under streetlights. They had met by chance, two strangers seeking refuge from the cold, and had fallen into a conversation so easy, so natural, it felt like they had known each other for years. They talked about everything and nothing, their shared love for old black and white Christmas movies, their mutual disdain for fruitcake, and their dreams for the coming new year. Curtis was so captivated, so utterly lost in the world they had built in that small corner of the station, that the rumble of the arriving bus was a jarring intrusion. The bus hissed to a stop, its doors swinging open to reveal the word Whitehall illuminated on its destination board. "Oh, that's me," Laura said, a flicker of disappointment crossing her face. She gathered her things, a small, beautifully wrapped gift box among them. As she stood up, a sudden, cold realization washed over Curtis. He didn't have her number. He didn't know her last name. He didn't know anything beyond Laura. He opened his mouth to ask, to stop her, but the words caught in his throat as the crowd surged forward, eager to get on. She gave him one last, lingering smile over her shoulder. "Merry Christmas, Curtis," she called out, her voice nearly lost in the cacophony. And then, she was gone, swallowed by the bus, which soon pulled away, leaving Curtis standing alone in the cold, the ghost of her smile the only thing keeping him warm. The days that followed were a blur of frustrating, dead-end searches. Curtis became a digital detective, his nights spent scrolling through endless social media profiles. Laura Whitehall. The search yielded thousands of results. He peered at countless profile pictures, trying to find the woman with the sparkling eyes and the infectious laugh, but each face was a stranger's. He tried variations. Laura who likes classic films, Laura who works in the city. It was like searching for a single, specific snowflake in a blizzard. He even revisited the bus station, hoping for a miracle, but she was never there. The vibrant city, usually alive with festive cheer, now felt empty and gray. The Christmas lights seemed to mock him, their cheerful glow a stark contrast to the growing void in his heart. Was he crazy for feeling this way about a woman he had only known for a couple of hours? Maybe, but the connection had felt too real, too profound to be a simple, fleeting moment. He had to find her. Meanwhile, miles away in Whitehall, Laura was on a similar, desperate quest. She kicked herself for being so swept up in the moment that she had forgotten the most basic detail. Curtis, a strong, kind name that suited the man with the warm gaze and the easygoing nature. She remembered a small detail from their conversation. He had mentioned working on a freelance project for a small, innovative tech company that was developing some kind of new smart home gadget. Armed with this sliver of information, she scoured business networks and tech news sites, her search as fruitless as his. Every Curtis she found was the wrong one. The beautiful gift she had been carrying that day, intended for her sister, sat on her mantelpiece, a constant, painful reminder of the man she had met and lost in the span of a single bus ride. The magic of Christmas seemed to be fading, replaced by a quiet, persistent ache of what might have been. Christmas Eve arrived, cloaked in a thick blanket of snow. Curtis had reluctantly agreed to attend his company's annual Christmas party. It was a small, intimate affair held at the CEO's lavish home, a place renowned for its over-the-top decorations and festive spirit. Curtis, however, felt anything but festive. He had all but given up hope, resigning himself to the idea that Laura would just be a beautiful, bittersweet memory. He nursed a drink in a quiet corner, watching his colleagues laugh and exchange gifts, feeling a million miles away. During their conversation, Laura had mentioned her favorite, slightly obscure Christmas decoration, a glass-blown hummingbird, a tradition passed down from her grandmother. Curtis had thought it was a unique and lovely detail. Now, the memory just added to his melancholy. He had even, in a moment of hopeless romanticism, bought a small, delicate glass hummingbird ornament, just in case. It was in his coat pocket, a foolish, silent testament to a ghost. His CEO, a boisterous and friendly man named Richard, clapped him on the back. "Curtis, not hiding in the corner, are you? Come, I want you to meet my niece. She's just arrived." Curtis politely followed his boss through the crowded room, his mind elsewhere. They stopped in front of a woman who was admiring the grand Christmas tree, her back to them. She was pointing at something nestled deep within the branches. "It's beautiful, Uncle Richard," she said, her voice a soft, melodic sound that sent an electric jolt straight through Curtis's heart. He knew that voice. It couldn't be. She turned around, and time seemed to stop. Her eyes, the same sparkling eyes from the bus station, widened in disbelief. It was Laura, standing right there, in his CEO's house. Curtis was speechless, his mind racing to connect the dots. His boss, Richard, Laura's uncle, the tech company. Laura had mentioned her uncle ran a small, innovative tech company. The pieces of the puzzle, scattered and seemingly random, suddenly snapped into place with a deafening click. She was holding a small, beautifully wrapped gift box, the very same one he remembered from the station. A slow smile spread across her face, mirroring his own dawning realization. "Curtis," she whispered, her voice filled with a wonder that matched his own. He reached into his coat pocket, his fingers closing around the cool, smooth glass of the hummingbird ornament. He pulled it out and held it in his open palm. "I believe you said you were a fan of these," he said, his voice a little shaky. Laura's eyes welled up as she looked from the ornament to his face, a silent understanding passing between them. The universe, it seemed, had a funny, wonderful sense of humor. The search was over. They had found each other in the most unlikely of places, brought together by a thread of conversation and a touch of Christmas magic. The air around them crackled with a possibility that felt more real and more powerful than any festive decoration. But as they stood there, lost in each other's gaze while the party swirled around them, a new question began to form. They had been given a second chance, a Christmas miracle. But would this nascent love, born in a cold bus station and rekindled by fate, grow into something lasting and fulfilling? Or would it, like the beautiful snow falling outside, simply fade away with the eventual arrival of spring? Like, share, and subscribe to see more love stories.